I've been really struggling to make it show the numbers the data represents. Which does seem to be a high variance stack with, you know, Calceth and all, but I think I can do better.
Valera versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
Watch your back.
On to Calceth and Captain. You always keep Van Cleef. Backstep's pretty good with Van Cleef. Easiest Calceth and a Captain in my life. When you go Calceth and a Captain, you win a lot of the time. You're not Calceth? Whoa! How's it going? Anything new? Not really. I spent all night playing Open Cup. I was up to like 2 in the morning. And then I made a really good steak to celebrate grinding for 6 hours through an Open Cup, because after playing an Open Cup for 6 hours, you get a big whopping nothing. Unless you win, and even if you win, you get almost nothing. So, but it's good practice. It's pretty fun. And when you give yourself a steak afterwards, you do win something. A steak. The biggest thing I can play is a 6-6. We should probably play a 6-6. Killing this plays around Dustbreaker? Dustbreaker. Probably would have played it if they had it, but you never know. Tell us so on. Just subscribe. What the heck? Appreciate the support. Let me get coffee so this stops happening. Alright. He's at 30. He's gonna kill me. Dustbreaker wins in the game, yeah? We should trade this because they sometimes run like Divine Spirit sort of things, right? Fuck, I'm trading too damn much. We're gonna lose. Yesterday did go poorly. In theory, today will go better.
You wish to live forever.
So Cordo Creeper means she's not running Divine Spirit in her fires. Oh god. Every turn it's like if he has Dustbreaker, I'm destroyed. We're both playing Bone Mare decks and I have my Bone Mare first, so... Oi.
Meddlesome insect.
Every turn. Oh my god, he has 2 Cordo Creepers. I need to try like my corridor reapers. Maybe we can Lich King into board clear or something.
I must consider.
Is someone injured?
Hey, this is the corridor creeper. Yes, we can come back on tempo. Just kidding, he's gonna play an 8-drop and mind control our guy. This is great. This is what we needed.
You wish
Any more overcups or the last one? I don't know. There are more, if that's what you're asking, but I don't know if I would be participating. Psychic Scream. Yo.
Here we go. Too soon.
Yeah, this is great.
Well played.
I give up.
Why not obliterate it? Cause I die! Destroys a minion and then however much health it has remaining, it deals to my face. Ginrico just subscribed for 4 months in a row. Welcome to Batcave Team Thing, man. Appreciate your continued support.
Valera versus Nemzi.
Let's have some fun.
Master Warlock.
You're back.
None of these cards are good versus Warlock. The cards we are in search of against Warlock are Keliseth, Edwin Van Cleef, Corridor Creeper, Spellbreaker, Backstab, and South Sea Cabin.
Hiya, friend.
I think. powerful
Here
curve.
we go.
We play literally nothing until turn 4. That's not good. In an aggro deck, typically you want to play things before turn 4. You want to play as many things as you can often. This one not as many as you can because you gotta hold back for some combos, but
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
What mess have you summoned me to? Truth is found in death. The Brotherhood shall prevail.
this seems good. Not as good as what he's about to do, though.
Hard to find.
There once was a man from Gilgamesh.
Buffed minions. Oh yeah. Kill the Doomguard so you can't cube it. Hit him in the face.
All of you.
Hit him in the face. Right? Like,
Here we go.
that seems better. Good Leroy.
There is a method to my madness.
Sweet lord. I don't think you beat Coin Weapon and did both Doomguard, both Void Lord. It's just like too strong of a hand.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
There once was a man from Gilgamesh.
Still have Spellbreaker in there. Trying to find that. Maybe we can kill him on the backswing with Spellbreaker somehow. If he trades nothing and doesn't kill us.
Yes. Oh, yes. They'll serve me now.
Still uber mega dead. But yeah, turns out I'm uber mega dead.
I get it.
I ended up playing the NA tournament. I ended up playing the NA tournament. I went 5-2. My second loss, opponent went Coin Weapon into Pull Demon, Pull Demon. The other loss, he went Keliseth, Shadow Step, Keliseth. And they were best of 3s. So when they do that out of the 2 games, you just lose. I don't know. But my win rate with Rogue is like so bad. It just feels so much related to each percent chance to draw
Watch.
Keliseth and Corridor Creeper. But I'm hoping I'm missing something. Minstrel's pretty good if he's Jade, but a lot of people aren't Jade. I think we'll win this game. good.
The land serves me.
Here we go.
Highlander beats all Warlocks, as well as Keyblock just loses to aggro. If it's not a control Warlock variant, it's the Keyblock variant, it's not favored versus like Paladin or aggro Druid or anything like that. It's too inconsistent. If you lose the 50-50 pull Void Lord, you just die.
What to do? I wonder.
Time waits for no one.
I mean, it doesn't matter if you agree with it or not, it's simply what the stats are. And the data is large enough sample size. Your opinion doesn't matter. But I think it's a common misconception that many players believe Q-block beats aggro.
Here we go.
I want to have the highest chance of my Bone Marrow goes off, so I want the strongest board I can possibly present going into this turn.
The circle of life is over.
Bone Marrow is big.
You win.
Alright, Mr. Q-block guy. Let's go. Best of 21. Calling you out. Let's play standard Q-block versus standard aggro pellet. And let's find the win rate. believe Pally will win more than it loses. Does anyone remember his name? I can't find him. There he is. Elvis. Okay. Let's see. How do I whisper people? Here we go. Let's get him to add me. We'll do the best of 21. We need to decide on what standard lists are. Is he Pilly Polly? You're on EU only. Well, that's awesome. I have all the cards on EU recently. We'll switch to EU, buddy. We'll see. You might be right, man. Maybe Warlock is just way better.
Let's take a look at your treasures.
But I think it's probably pretty close. But you're gonna... There you are. Okay. Let's find Paladin. My win rate would improve with one with Murlocs, for sure. But we'll play regular. Let's see if I have the cards. Here's direct from HS Replay. Currently, most popular aggro pally. So standard aggro pally. Let's see if our friend has the standard Q block build. Or what wacky tech choices may he have included? C Phelps 06 just subscribed for 24 months. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing, man. 2 years in a row. Appreciate your continued support, dude. Am I in hide mode or something? No. I just don't want there to be like 2 fucking Galactic rollers in this and waste my time. No Prince 3. Preparing my note-taking notepad. Alright, I'm gonna get more coffee while he sets up. The hell is going on here? I switched servers for this. He doesn't have the deck. I'm ready to tilt it. I need to light my anti-tilt candle. The sweet smell of sparkling cinnamon stops me from tilting. Alright. I'm gonna call that one a dodge. I don't need to practice cube block. I know the matchup. I was just calling out someone that told me that I didn't. The guy that told me I didn't know the matchup didn't have the deck built. And didn't have the cards to afford the deck. Makes you wonder if he should be talking.
You're back.
Deckhand on turn 1. Is it good? Not particularly. I kept it because of the power of coining the captain. Seems good, but maybe it's just bad. With this hand, I don't even know if I can coin captain. I have to lay captain on 3. Because I need coin for Vilespine and Minstrel and stuff. Coral Creeper. Hey, that's your boy. Oh, my boy. It's probably best to get this initiated sooner rather than later. It opens my board up to getting cleared without a file easier, but I don't think it's a problem. Like the other way, we put 2 more power in play, a little bit more health, but we don't buff cards from our deck. I like buffing cards from my deck. My deck has good cards and buffed. We need to find a spell breaker.
This guy's toast.
Here we go.
8, 9, 10, 11. If everything sticks, we got him. Where did I get my pally list so quick? Went to HS replay,
They'll serve
filtered
me
by
now.
amount of games played in the last 7 days, and then hit copy deck, and then pasted it into Hearthstone.
Hey, lights out. Ah, this guy's toast.
Here we go.
Do you agree with the Tempestor meta snapshot list? I've never actually looked at that lately. I mean, they probably do a good job. But I haven't actually been in tune with that.
How long can this go on?
Here we go.
Can this go on?
Let's say it's probably fairly accurate.
Yes. Oh, yes. They'll serve me now.
Pull Doomguard again. Feels bad, man.
Free me!
Here we go.
I have an SI 7, and there are some Swashbuckler cards for Warlock cards to deal damage.
Valira versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine.
Watch your back.
Captain. Is Firefly worth keeping? It's probably good enough. We have it with Captain, right? Firefly into double Captain has to be pretty strong. We can get outside of Hellfire range, right? If he doesn't go in Hellfire. And then we're just in it. Badger just subscribed. Welcome to Back Cave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. We have Spellbreaker this game. That's good. Some more sleep in my eyes.
Here we go.
I think Minstrel is underrated. I think that card's stronger than it appears. That's unfortunate.
Here we go.
Oh yes, they'll serve me now.
Your magic shall not save
Scurvy dog.
Here we go.
All right.
Here we go.
3, 6, 7. With 5 bursted head.
Yes, oh yes, they'll serve me now.
Chi-Chi.
I'm in charge. This guy's Scurvy
Here
dog.
we go.
That is why we developed the power instead of playing the Minstrel on that thing. Because then we're just 2 damage away from the lethal. Did I call out the wrong guy? Who's the right guy? Javrend just subscribed. Welcome to Back Cave Team, man. Appreciate the support.
Jaina.
You asked for it. Watch.
Well, I apologize to Elvis if I called out the wrong guy. I thought he was saying that Warlock shits on Paladin. And I was going to try and prove him wrong. Minstrel coin has to be good enough. If you have no cubes in your deck and you're playing Control Lock, you're going to do pretty well versus the other deck. Friendly Neighborhood Aggro Paladins. The right guy pussy down. Of course he did. is Eunu, not Elvis. This is the very similar E names. It's tough sometimes, man. It's a 3 mana 5/5. Cal says Shadow Step is dumb. If we can combo this Elven Minstrel ever, we win the game. We can combo it next turn. It's turn 3, I have a 9/9 in play. Cal says Shadow Step is fun.
An incredible discovery. An incredible discovery.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
Scurvy dog.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
Man, Kelizet and Minstrel work really well together. Just that card draw in your Kelizet deck. Pretty good.
This guy's toast.
Edingo just subscribed out to back Cave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Rips the Dragon Fury. Only 5 though. Feels good, man. It's bone time. I don't really care about popping him at 1. I don't want to use Spellbreaker and I don't want to use... like, there's no really good way to like SI Dagger unless I like do this Dagger, trade SIM. I still don't need to Dagger, but I could have went like this SI, pop him at 1. But what's the point? Pew. Bah. Shibbity boop bop ba doo.
Valera versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine.
Watch your back.
We don't have coins. Minstrel's probably not as good, right? Mm-hmm. This hits for 2, Firefly hits for 1. And that's just math.
Side effects? No. Trust me. Here we go.
Easiest 6-6 Van Cleef of my life. Who drinks less than a pot of coffee at a time? Not me, man. I drink all the coffee. I'm a coffee machine. I wish I was a coffee machine, but I don't actually make any coffee.
Go.
That'd be weird. Oh, actually, I might be a coffee machine. The amount of coffee I drink, I wouldn't be surprised if I start pissing out some coffee.
The Brotherhood
And
shall
then at that point, what's really the difference? I'm basically a coffee machine. That deals 5 damage, so this is good. Why don't you run Scalebanes? The general trend has been a cut in Scalebanes. They've been the lowest performing card, except patches, in most stages of the game. And they have one of the lowest played win rates and the lowest drawn win rates and one of the lowest seen off the mulligan win rates. This is because building a board that's that slow is bad. And the amount of extra value added from Elven Minstrel makes it so you don't need to curve as high. But there's like Twisting Nether in the meta, Psychic Scream, stuff like that. So a slow building board isn't as good. Back before Psychic Scream, it's pretty solid. But card's good.
How long?
Here we go.
How long?
Patch is one of the least performing cards when played from hand, yeah. Or drawn, all that kind of stuff.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
612. It's gonna heal though.
lapdogs, all of you.
That's happening. Let's check that off the list. We should probably protect our minions, so this is happening for sure. And that gives us a little bit of room to do this, and maybe one of these. Throw out one of those, because why not?
Here we go.
And we might as well start daggering, because we're pretty close to killing him. What about Sonya? Sonya is a hard card to evaluate. I think Sonya is unique enough that general stats are really tricky to apply with it unless there's an obscenely large sample size. And there's not that big of a sample size of people with Sonya because no streamers were like, craft Sonya, it's insane. So not too many people have actually played games with Sonya. But cards with weird mechanics need to have a large sample size for the data to be accurate because they're weird and different. $13 damage.
Lapdogs! All of you!
Here we go.
I want to kill both webs to make it harder from the dark thing. We only need him to be at 5 anyway. I can't dark pact a whelp, you know?
Well played. You win this time.
Easy peasy.
Valera versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
Watch your back.
We don't want patches, that's not what we want. Or Bone Mare or Lich King. Do we want Firefly? Is it good? On coin, Firefly is not good, right? We have better options. Going first Firefly is slightly okay, but coin we want like Minstrel and stuff. We can get the Firefly back, but having the Minstrel is good. Caliseth, Minstrel, Captain. The Quarter Creeper is not even good versus Priest, which is kind of funny, because it's so good versus everything else.
Mind if I roll need?
Here we go.
Alright, so we're doing this whole best of 21 thing, huh? Unit, you think that
Speak to me.
Q block is heavily favored against Paladin, eh?
Your magic shall not save me.
And I tend to disagree.
At last, a worthy disciple.
So, do you want to play a standard Q block against my Paladin?
There once was a man from Gilneas.
Here we go.
Mage.
I think I'm supposed to Shadow Step that, but I'm not sure. That's a tricky position. But a lot of times he tries to pick AoE, yeah? Wait, does he not have the deck either. How come everyone that doesn't own Q-Block tells me how good it is in these matchups? I'm so confused. You do know you have to own the deck to play it, right?
This guy's
Find Valspine for a little fireman. Aye.
This guy's toast.
So many options.
This is going a little bit slow for us.
Truth is found.
I have 2 deck hands, so I kind of want to dagger up for these.
The Brotherhood shall come.
I'm not thrilled about our board position at the moment.
Surrender your will to the cabal.
So many options.
Lapdogs, all of you.
Or just dead if he has Anduin. He did a lot of things here. I still have patches in my deck. $15 burst.
I wonder. How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
No, that wasn't Psychic Scream, I guess. I might have Dragonfire still. Might just kill me with Mind Blast.
Embrace the void. Here we go.
I must consider.
Ba da 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 da. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some snacks while he's doing this whole rope ending thing.
Not too quickly. The light has betrayed me.
It's okay. My play was stronger because in the end, mine resulted in half frozen brownie mix. His didn't. So, easy game. Lock and let's just subscribe. Welcome to Batcave Team Man. Appreciate the support. What am I eating? I took brownie mix and I put it in the freezer till it turned into like a kind of fudgy consistency. Now I'm eating it with a spoon. It's delicious.
I wonder.
Not on my watch.
That's cool.
Not on my watch. By the holy light.
All the divine shields.
Put this apple on your head.
The light dims, but we fight.
think I'm gonna win.
This is my responsibility.
We could play the Corridor Creeper this turn, but I want to use your next turn to combo my Valspine Slayer. Maximum value. GG.
Well played.
Thank you.
So many.
Am I supposed to Leroy? I guess I don't care about comboing the Minstrel, do I? You're right.
Free me.
I don't, maybe he plays Spike Ridge Steed, you know? I really want to just jam off face, but like,
Job's done.
we set up lethal anyway. We play around Spike Ridge Steed. Could happen, guys. It could happen. Also, just like value trade Terran.
Put this apple on your head.
Well, Knife Juggler could kill our Leroy. 8, 9, 15. We don't have lethal 100% of the time here, so we should take a line that is different. Because I would rather win 100% of the time than not win 100% of the time.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
So I feel like we can't lose if we do this. We do the other play, our Knife Juggler, or his Knife Juggler, to kill our Leroy Jenkins.
The victory is yours.
Alright. I'm starting to wake up, guys. I'm starting to get into the groove. Do I think Dragon Soul is good as all? Well, Nintendo Doom 64. Dragon Soul is a hard card to evaluate because it's completely dependent on the other cards in the field. If there are good cheap spells, then obviously the card's good. If there's not, then it's bad. Currently it's bad because there's not good cheap spells for Priest that you can kind of flood with. But I mean, eventually it may become stronger. It's very card pool dependent.
Valir versus Khadgar.
Mage.
Knowledge is power.
Watch your.
What kind of mage? Probably secret mage. Backstab's pretty good. Works well with SI. Filespine's kind of unneeded, but it's not a bad card to have. But I think we want to try and find just like a 1-drop with this hand, and then we're pretty all set. Something that ramps our corridor creeper up faster, yeah? Game plan is Control the board and stabilize before they kill us. Because against the Burn Mage, if you don't stabilize at a high enough life total, they can fireball you in the face and kill you. And if you stabilize at a high enough life total, they have to fireball your minions, and then you play more minions, essentially creating a vortex of infinite life. So we have to pressure hard enough that she has to actually clear us, rather than pressure too slow where they don't have to clear us. You know? The 3 keep. Our opponent disconnected. That's feels bad, man. I think we were like 70% to win with the hand, though.
Valir versus Gul'dan.
Our friend the Warlock.
So shall be mine.
Watch
We want Keleseth, Corridor Creeper, Captain. Do we want Backstab? Backstab is okay. It's not good, not bad. Yeah, Backstab's good, right? I don't want this SI though. This SI is ugly. 3 keep. Ah, balls in a biscuit, man. So this hits for 1. This hits for 2. Ideally, we want to do as much damage as possible. We have to kind of kill him before Gul'dan, because if they can ever play Gul'dan, you're pretty screwed. Putting this in play, it's not trying to play cast it, especially since he used a coil. It might be harder for him to. Ooh. That's nifty.
Relax. It's a party.
I'd rather Shadow Step this guy at this stage of the game, right? He's already used a coil, so he can't like set up a defile as easily. I have to trade around there for defile. Force him to coin Hellfire. We could backstab. How good is backstabbing? Backstab to push 2. Do we need to play anything? We could force him to Hellfire by just daggering, I think. That's gotta be the play. I think he still Hellfires here, right? Maybe not. I'll be under pressuring. Do it. Let's make him Hellfire just by mind willing him with the force. We want to try and extend our resources enough to where he doesn't easily remove all of them, but we also have to kill him before turn 10. So it's this weird little bit of sideways walk that we gotta do where we gotta not overextend, but we have to pressure just enough, which makes the matchup very tricky. We don't have to kill that yet. Turn 4 he has no death rattles besides 1 mana heal guy. He kept 2 cards. He may have kept 1 mana heal guy. He didn't play it on turn 1 because he coiled. He didn't play it on turn 2 because he played Cobalt Librarian. He would have played it on turn 2 over Cobalt Librarian because it contests the board better, right? So I assume he doesn't have that. So we can play around Hellfire by bumping into it. Do we need to bump into it? We try and force the Hellfire more, but not doing anything to it. Because we could just dagger it after Hellfire, right? Could backstab it. That's happening. Nice dust to Hellfire. Bring on the fires of hell!
So many possibilities.
Haha! Look at us go! Wizard poker extraordinaire! We didn't get rewarded in top deck, something that fell out our curve. But we did the right play, and it's gotta matter for someone at home. We're still fucked. When you try your best, but you don't succeed. Do we want to backstab our own men? Probably not. I did. There's too many variables. Maybe? I'm gonna say no. Oh yeah. 5 mana, 3/9 taunts. Look at you go. Why are you not a spellbreaker? Double demon. This guy's deck is crazy. Why don't you run Auctioneer? There are only 4 spells in my deck. I felt that this number was not high enough to facilitate gadgets and Auctioneer.
Almost out of time.
We have 2 turns to kill him. Is it better to kill the Voidwalker or kill the 3/5? If we kill the Voidwalker, he has 3 power in play. If we kill the 3/5, he has 4 power in play. But if he uses any AoEs, he kills his own board. Namely, Twisting Nether comes to mind as something. 3 and 5.
So many.
3 and 4, both with the addition of 5 of a Doomguard, kill our guy. Or with the addition of Charged Up Spellstone, kill our guy. Yeah, I think we do this. Also, it helps around cubes, right? He has 2 cubes. Awesome. Another one! 3 demons pulled out of this thing. In a row. Played on 5, pulled 3 demons for free. You gotta be joshing me, bro. Give me another Death Coil. Or let me Swashbuckler a Soulfire. Should I start with the Bone Mirror with the right play? For what? We're not gonna be able to get through all this garbage before turn, whatchamacallit? We're gonna shout something in Bone Mirror now.
Has come.
It's not that the Hellfire still. So do like Hellfire Coil if we don't kill one of these Void Walkers. This backstab's not doing a whole lot for the team anyway. So it'll help us against trade all of them in Hellfire Coil. Because we're gonna need this 12-9 to stick around for a long time.
This one will prove very
We can fatigue him. Impact allows us to stop the Gul'dan. If we have enough life total, there may be an out where we fatigue him. We have a lot of value left for Cortal Creeper. If Vile Spines is an alternative win condition. 10, 11, 12, 13. We could also just draw Leroy. Or Sussy Deckhand. Let's see. If we go 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17, he's dead, which is a good amount of damage. Winning is very swell. This guy had the nuts, dude! You see that weapon put in maximum work. And we just carried through it, man. I think we're starting to get a hang of this rogue thing. That was good. I like the way you played that. I might want to just quit for today. That was the best rogue game I've played in a month. I think I'm going to end the stream there. We're not going to get any better than that. I thought we piloted that really well. Thanks for all the support. Blogger just subscribed. Welcome to Back Cave Team. Man, appreciate the support. I felt like board control. This is how he feels all the time. This is good. I like this. But anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate your support. A little bit of a short stream today, but that's good. I felt real good about that rogue at the end. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Take care, everybody.